Good afternoon, everyone. This is Matt over at MilestoneCapitalGrowthPortfolio.com. I hope your weekend was fantastic and your Thanksgiving was even better. All right, let's get right to it. If you were with us last week in the chat room, you made out like a bandit. We have a new alert system that's working out fantastic. We post a chart underneath the live chat room along with the option, the current price, expiration, target, price target, what strike, the cost, and the stop. EMS was one of them on Thursday, and as you can see on Thursday, it was way up here, and it rode all the way down here. Today we were about 16, we hit 1600% on that one, so that one's doing very well. We get a little bit more to the downside that our target is to really maximize that trade. All right, XLE, what a great one also. That one is about 300%. And as you can see, it came back a little bit into close, and it might have this double bottom here, but you got a ways to go to the upside. We'll have to confirm and see if this is going to be the actual double bottom or not before it goes anymore. But nice to see it turn green after a big punishing from Thursday. We did really well on this one also. All right, CAT is a nice alert today. Today we did really well on this one, and it came back, bounced up. It's still under the 50-day moving average, but we do have a target of a little bit lower on that one. Got to thank Blue Top for that one. Blue Top was all over it. They announced that one and has done really well. So 96 should fill this gap right here, and then CAT will be complete, and then we'll move on to the next one. But great chat alert today. FLT is another big score for us. FLT was 347%, and called that one to the T right down the 50-day moving average. Had the gap close, called the exit at the gap close. That was the target, and we hit it and did really, really well on that one too. All right, Tesla. I was the only one that said Tesla's going to tank, and Tesla is doing just that. So, one thing we want to keep an eye on for Tesla, it's really important right now, is it is in this downtrend, which is no big deal because you could trade the swings, but we have a nice support right here right now at the 200-day moving average. This is where I said it was going to go. It was a very lucrative trade. You can look last week and see the video, and we said it. It's going to, once we hit this line, take puts for the following week or the week after, and you are going to make out like a bandit. And we certainly hit the 200-day moving average. You could see these lines are there from last week's video. It's very, very lucrative trade. Not in it right now. Some people might be in some calls because we are in this area right here, so it'll probably bounce back up and hit this and then come down and so on and so forth unless it gets aggressive to the upside for some strange reason. But relative strength index is at 39, still can head down more, so I wouldn't be too much of a hurry to be jumping in this. One other thing that had a nice layout on this one is you could probably take this wick, and you can do something like this, or you can go off the bottom of the candles here and use this as a projected area of support. So that's why the wick came down that low, and the hammer closed above. The body closed above the 200-day moving average. Pretty heavy selling though, so I'm not sure this one is done yet going down. I think we have lower to go, but I think we're going to consolidate first and maybe get a pop to the upside. All right, let's take a look at Google, and we're going to take a look at Netflix, and then gold. All right, Google. Google, when we were up here, I said we were going to 450. We're already at 539. Looks good. Looks real good. So we're going to have to see what happens. I got a 450 target. It's a gap down here, and we're planning this one out. They were leaps, and I notified everybody. Everybody knows what they are, and since up here, and it's doing really well. We should get this 450 over time. It's bouncing up and down and back and forth and stuff, but the general trend is what you want to have in place. So at the current speed, you're doing really well here if you can line it up. All right, so that's a great speed to see when the time frame is going to hit, and just manage the trade itself. So let it come down, up, down, up. It's going to channel all the way down until we get down to this gap close. After we get this, unless something, earnings or money or something happens, if there's no news, we're going to continue down to this gap. So enjoy Google profits. It's working out very well. All right, GLD, and then we're going to go to Netflix. All right, GLD had a nice spike today. It was really, really great. After a nice low hammer down body down here, we came up through the middle Bollinger Band. The thing just ripped to the upside today. It was really, really nice. Closed over the 50-day moving average, very bullish. We closed a couple of gaps here. There was one right here. And then this gap that was right here. There's plenty of gaps more to the upside. Relative strength index is at 55, just chilling, no big deal. But 100-day could be next. We hit the upper Bollinger Band to catch some resistance here today, and I think it's going to pull back down again and just channel it back and forth, and hopefully go to the upside eventually. But I don't think we're in that position yet, because if you take a look, you know, once you throw this out on the monthly, you could see here we did break the 100. Great. So on the monthly, you could see here we could get back up here to 123 to the middle Bollinger Band, but your general trend is to the downside. That really these are the gaps that I have set in place for targets. But you can see your general trend is to the downside. Now, something that could be a key break for this one here is running a trend line across the top of these, and we would get bullish on the monthly if we can get over that and close over that on the monthly. Okay, so that's where we are right now. Zoom this in a little bit. You could see I'm using the top of these candles here. So if we get through this and get over this middle Bollinger Band, then you can see gold's going to start reversing, but I just don't see that happening. Look for a hammer to come up a little bit higher and then come back down again. So and that's the current pattern it's on right now. So that's gold. All right, Netflix. What's going to happen with Netflix? I've been talking about the box, and everybody's watched my videos, and all right, so this is the monthly. It looks pretty ugly, okay? But one thing we want to take a look at here is you got a double bottom support right here. No big deal. Let's go to the daily though. Daily looks a lot better for a potential trade. On this daily here, it really is a mess, and it was in this beautiful consolidation box for a little while, and right there, okay, and if we break to the upside, it was going to be solid move to the upside to get this gap closed. But if it breaks the box to the downside, you definitely grab the puts, okay, because this is your support area. Well, it has been your support area, and you're maximizing the put trade now. So you do have some support right here and right here, using this right here. So if we can get down to 333, 331, somewhere in that area, then I think we're going to get a good solid bounce off it. But your relative strength index is at 28. Something's brewing where we're going to get a bounce. So it's just a matter of playing, waiting for that bounce if you haven't been a lucrative trader on the puts. So let's keep an eye on Netflix. We'll let you know in the chat room. PXD, I wanted you to take note of, natural resource, making a little bit of move, nothing big. ERX is another one, and then more importantly, BIB, double bottom here, trending to the upside. Wait for the middle Bollinger Band break. We actually started positions on this, and 312.76 is the resistance. So see what happens there. All right, members, as I said over the weekend, we have some oil stocks that got hammered. We have a list of 36 that gaps. We released 4 or 5 today with call options, and laid that trade out for you. We're going to go over all those charts and a couple others that are ready to roll on energy also, on oil also. All right, this is Matt. If you're not a member, remember we only have a limited time offer going on right now. It's a holiday special, $6.99 for a lifetime membership. You would have made that back 10 times over last week. I know all our newer members have already made it back. So you're just silly not to do it. Join us now. Join us live tomorrow. It'll be fantastic, and I can pretty much guarantee you're going to have enough trades there to work with to make a very lucrative end of the year. All right, this is Matt, MilestoneCapitalGrowthPortfolio.com. Have yourself a great night.